So today I didn't really promise yet, but if you recently seen my post, I said that part 2 of all my fnaf drawings is coming soon, and I finished fnaf 2, so let's check. So first off, the main attraction, Freddy 5 Barrel. Well, Toy Freddy 5 Barrel, I guess, if that's what you want me to call him. But so my Toy Freddy drawing is based off the Primations video. Well, hold up. Well, what did Freddy says? I'm pretty sure that's Freddy. Oh God. Okay, yeah, sorry, I just had to do that. But so I gave him his ears, which the endo pieces for are kind of too big. I think it's time to redo some of these. But and I gave him his red cheeks and the spots on his nostril, I think, and I gave him his wrong button. And I gave him his bow tie and buttons, and his feet with the little endo pieces joined. And for some reason I separated the hand parts, but not the feet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's time to redo. And wow. And there's text here saying, I'm pretty sure that's Freddy. Yo, Freddy. Toy Freddy. But, okay, that was a little bit delayed, but, here's my Toy Freddy. Now, time for the new and improved Toy Bonnie, which gets suffered every time he sees, little Bonnie. Poor Bonnie. Anyways, I gave him his eyelashes, which I don't know why they need to be that long, and the button and the spots on his nostril again, to buck teeth that his VR model screwed up. Yeah. But I gave him a shiny texture and with some shiny spots on it, two polka dot cheeks, and his signature bow tie. And he's pointing at something that I don't really know what he's pointing at. Probably is like, clock on. We'll see that at a concert, like the fnaf concert, like when the Living Tombstone played the Bin song. But anyways, I'm gonna give you his fun fact. So actually, sometimes in Toy Bonnie's fan art, he gets like, two buttons here. Yeah, 2 buttons. And the actual model doesn't have any buttons on his belly. Yo. But here's my Toy Bonnie. I know all you guys know who the next character is. Based off this speech is based off of Walnut, by the way. And I would just like to say, like, get your tongues away. Toy Bonnie has over here. I do not want any tongues out. I do not want them doing this. None of that. So if you get your tongue out, get out. But here is But here is the new and improved chicken, which is not a big back. Kind of is because she has a cupcake and she wants to eat you. Oh wait, and I actually drew two drawings. So the reason why there's a hand heel is because, like, pretend there was some pizza heel, and Toy Chica was trying to get the pizza, but the Nico was like swerving it around, and she finally got it, and she was so frustrated. So this is one without the beak. You see and you see there's some red heel. The reason why I added that is to do the mystery of the bite of 87. Oh my god. Okay, but anyways, mystery clues, and I do the let's eat on her bib. No, let's party on her bib, and I gave her pelvis. So, some of these characters do not have a pelvis like that, and I just don't really feel like drawing a pelvis for all those characters. So, yeah, do the best. Now, okay. But anyways, give her pelvis, endo pieces, and the little chicken legs or something, and then I got hand and then I got hand. All right. And over here with the cupcake, for both, so with Chica, I drew her with a beak on, cause it would be cool to see my audience. You wonder about my audience. What if they want to see Chica with the beak on? So that's what I did. I just drew a beak because I didn't feel like drawing a whole another Chica. So I guess, and I gave her hair on both animatronics, and pretty much everything is the same. So let's go to the cupcake over here. This guy gets no recommendation, and only just a side character. But sometimes when I go into Gmod, look it up by the way if you don't know what I'm talking about. I take pictures with fnaf flag dolls, and I make cool poses with them. And one pose I made with them is like all the characters standing together. I'm standing in like a 5 line, like how you do in the menu. And I actually included some characters like Mango's second head, or and the cupcake. And I gave her his his bulging eyes and little candle and black cup. It's a cupcake, so like I gotta add the cup, else he's gonna be naked. Anyways, there are my chicas and cupcakes. Beatles. Okay, anyways, here's Mango, the fox that thinks she's prettier than everyone else. Get out. And I kind of did her mouth dirty here, guys, so I'm sorry. Like, I'm not good at drawing Foxy, okay? And I didn't feel, and I felt really lazy for this one. I just like stole some. I just like inspired some inspiration. God, from Walnut. Well, she's hanging upside down, and the little face, and the second head heel, and also with the hands and legs. She looks like a dinosaur like this. And the body, once again, I was pretty lazy with this. But here's my mango. I also give it a black eye. Yeah. The black eye? What? Hold up, wait. Did one of the kids punch her and then her eye got out? Get it? Because her eye is black. Never mind. Alright, here's the puppet. So the puppet. Oh, wait, hold up. One second here, guys. I just need a second. Okay, boom. The puppet. So I based this off the pose that she does. That if you look her up, she's like standing in a VO style way, and I screwed up the stripes on the arms very bad, and I gave her some. Some dots, and the crying tears that she gets after the puppet got possessed, and rosy red cheeks, and he, I guess, has a really long neck. Alright, since I forgot about Mango, I'm sorry guys, I won't forget again. But since I forgot about Mango, here's her fun fact. So, some people, okay, hold up, I'm trying to think of a fun fact for Mango. I'll be like that, guys. Oh yeah, do you know that her feet has nail polishing? Even the endo feet, because okay, I'm stupid. Because wait, how does she even have nail polish on her endo feet? Like does the endo feet does Mango almost have a custom, almost like customized endo feet? Probably. And anyways, for the puppet, the stripe lines I did, and on the other hand, he has 5 lines, while the other hand has 3 lines. And that was my puppet. Did it say phantom puppet? Sorry if I said phantom puppet. Anyways, next one. Here we have the big, fat, bad bear himself. Little Freddy Fazbear. Okay, hold up. And while I'm talking about him, I will talk about his design while I'm coming in this. So Little Freddy in the old version of Little Freddy, I actually gave him a these things, the spots. But later I colored it in, and it doesn't really match with the he has going on here. Didn't be sneaky, but I didn't feel completely. I didn't want to go completely accurate for the whittling, because sometimes I'm lazy. Yeah. And I removed his teeth. I'm sorry, Little Freddy, but you're not the only character who went for that. And they gave him his endo joints again, and this pose that he's doing, reaching for whatever is in the void. He's actually reaching for the player, like the pose that he does in FNAF 2, and every single merch company puts on the fnaf much. Yes, so. And I'll give you his fun fact. I know this goes for all of the wizards, but in his fan art, okay, hold up. He actually has 3 eyes. No. He has 2 eyes. Okay, sorry guys. He has 2 eyes. You might think that's obvious, but check his fan out. Most of his fan out has like 1 eye with the other one being black. I know what those eyes are called, so don't fan me. But he has like one black. He has like 1 silver eye, and he has like 1 silver eye, and the other one's just like normal, like this one. But I actually gave him both his eyes so he can see better. It's based off that one camera shot where Freddy's just like. Yeah. So that's my little Freddy. Next one. Little Bonnie! Okay, now I was excited to draw this one. So I'm gonna go over his design elements that I gave him. So once again, didn't feel completely accurate for the whittling, but I also gave him his like shoulder pad thing for some reason, and I gave him his 2 dots, a red bow tie, to show up teeth if you look very closely at the other ones, not this one or this one. And only just this one. And I gave him 2 big eyes because really you can see his eyes barely. You can barely see his eyes. And I gave him whittling spots, and I even took the endo piece away from him. His endo pieces away from him, and I kept the other ones, and I gave him his big ears. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Sometimes I just don't look things up and just say them right out of my head and all I know about them. So yeah. And I will give you his fun fact. So if you ever see those videos that like fixes little Bonnie, I think it only goes for some of the videos, but some videos tend to just give him back the face and take away the arm. Like bro. And fix all his whittling spots and just keep the bare endo stuff, and they don't clean him. Well, sometimes they just cover him and boom, the endo piece is back on. Easy. Alright, next. So here we got the okay, no. Now here we got the chicken who saw everything, Little Chica. So Little Chica, I made her as like a Glen and a Bowser nostril, and I kept her jaw the cut quite same, and I fixed and I made up the hold up, and I made the let's eat black instead of purple like I did for the other 2 chicas, and then I gave her wires, whittling spots, and to show bad teeth. Like old nails, I guess. And I will give you her fun fact. So in UCN, she calls the one you should have killed like as a male, even though some fandom represent Cassidy as a boy. Probably the FNAF movie was fooled by this, so they made Cassidy look like a boy. I don't know why they did that because Cassidy fit is almost like a girl name for me, and you put it on a boy and it doesn't sound like much of a boy name. Correct me if I'm wrong, but next. Alright, first we have the red fox with his long nose. Okay, so where do I start? I gave him his torn off bottom and his destroyed endopiece hand heel that I fixed. And give him a few wittering spots and witterings on his belly, on his suitcase, and I even made his hook with his big long tail. With this big long tail. It kind of fits in my more snow rankings, and I gave him his endo pieces too, and I did one wittering with a endo pants. Alright, and while I'm mixing and while I'm looking at him, I'll give you his fun fact. So many people think Foxy was behind the Bite of 87, and some people thought Foxy did the Bite of 87 because of his jump scare, and that's actually not the case because his upper jaw goes in the forehead or hair, I guess, and if he went for our eyes, I think it would hurt a lot. So yeah, but here's my little Foxy. Sorry if I'm like tilting it. I'm like having my head like this. I'm bored. But anyways, next, Golden Freddy. So okay. The one you should not have killed. Well, I shouldn't have killed, like, kill any children. What? I mean, what about that? Okay, but anyways, I gave him his teeth, which will have clean white look again, and for now is a couple of his teeth, and I gave him the dots again. I'll fix that later. And I gave him his like pew thing. So yeah, I gave him a couple of wires and I messed up his design. So I just fixed this. And while I'm fixing that, I'll give you his fun fact. The reason why Golden Freddy actually turns into the Wooded Freddy from FNAF 2 is because Golden Freddy copies any Freddy in what game he's in. So let's say it's like FNAF 2 or sister location. He's Funtime Freddy's Endo, which he becomes a manifestation of Freddy. And let's say Ned Bill. I know this might sound crazy, but he impersonates any Freddy. Okay, actually, that was not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, I heard a theory about Ned Bill being Golden Freddy. But that one UCN one is like, this is how it feels. And I think, and the other guy says, it stands out the most out of any other wine, but it's basically just the same, as all the other wines, as he's saying it. But what I think, he said, this is how it feels, which no other character has said. But they do have a serious one, but anyways, moving on. OXQ, well, Shadow Bonnie. Don't like his actual name. Yeah, let's just call him Shadow Bonnie at this point. Alright, so I gave Shadow Bonnie 2 buck teeth and light glowing eyes and 2 bottom teeth. I think those are supposed to be that face. Hold up. Yeah, that's all I did for this guy. Once again, I said I'm lazy, so sorry. Don't subscribe, please. I need this. And I just used the okay. These teeth are a little bit too big. Vice versa. No. Okay, hold up. While I'm calling him, I'll give you his fun fact. So on the post that I made a few days ago, yeah, very long days, it said coming soon with Shadow Bonnie in the picture. That was actually not the real Shadow Bonnie. It was the one that I created by me. This one was basically just the silhouette of Toy Bonnie, of the earlier Toy Bonnie drawing that I drew. So, but which one do you like better more? Shadow Bonnie or Toy Bonnie? Okay, yeah, this looks ugly. Sorry, guys. But anyways, next. Look on the original first if you don't know. Alright, so I drew Shadow Freddy saying, "Follow me." That's it. And I didn't give it his bow tie. I mean, you can't really see it, so like... Okay, hold up. Oh no. Jesus, and this mod is gonna be used numerous times. Get used to it. Don't know what this hat I drew. It's supposed to be another silhouette of the same character. Oh boy. I added a little buttons down, and this might look like the middle finger to you all, but he's actually saying "follow me" in a weird way. And I gave him more teeth, and it still kept dirt. But next, all right. Next we have BB. So BB actually has a propeller hat. You already knew that, but I gave him a red and blue striped clothes and shoulder pads again. And I gave him some pants and brown shoes and white skin and cheek dots, and red cheeks and orange nose, and I think it's, oh god, I think it's orange. I think it's orange, but yeah, that's all I did for this guy. And did you know you can see Shadow Bonnie in FNAF 2 movie? And did you know how about Shadow Freddy? I screwed up his design because I gave him the ear. I might will go with swap and do you guys. I swear I'm doing my best. And for BB's fun fact, so in games he actually progresses. So in the first game he doesn't have a jump scare or a way that he can kill you. He does have a way that he can kill you, but it's not caused by him. And in FNAF 3, he gets a way he can jump scare you, but he can't physically kill you. In FNAF 4, he can jump scare you and he can kill you. It's basically just like Lego pieces. But anyways, next. Oh, JJ. So JJ. Okay, hold up. So JJ, is basically a recolor of Balloon Boy, and I haven't seen his full body or her full body yet. So I drew her with a blue and purple stripes and a power hat, which I forgot what it is, and made it purple and blue. Wow, big difference from the first one. And oh, big difference from the hat. Whoa, and a and a blue nose. Actually, no, a purple nose, and